Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas on the Mysterious JG. Derek told us to kill his old IRA buddy, and Angus, was it? I don't even remember. Luckily, Packy used his psychic powers to realize this is happening, and he's intervening. He's going to help us kidnap the guy. We'll then kill him, but he wants to do a more convoluted thing that will make Derek not be the suspect. So we'll have to see what happens with this. I'm hoping I don't mess it up. I'm actually looking forward. I don't know that I'm going to jump straight into GTA 5, but I'm looking forward to the RD.
I'm in position, Packy.
Sorry.
All right, man, we're coming to you. Take out the escort, but keep Derek's pal alive.
I'm looking forward for, as much as I make fun of it, for Let's Play purposes, the mechanic where you just replay individual bits of a mission is much easier than replaying an entire mission. It's a huge quality of life thing, particularly for the Let's Play purposes. Like, I joked about it in RDR2. Like, there's almost no difficulty. There was never any point where I felt stressed in RDR2 that I would be, if my video content was bad, it was because of all the various other problems with me as a Let's Player. Not because I would be failing repeatedly and just having big, long, unwatchable failure videos, because they really make it so that if you do something wrong, it's just that very last thing you did. You don't have to replay a bunch of stuff you already did right. GTA 5 works the same way. So I made fun of it while playing it, but like then you go back to GTA 4 and it's like, even they're working on a replay mechanic. One of the most frustrating things about GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas is having to go all the way back to where the mission starts and resetting everything, like doing everything, including the drive to the mission giver, in order to get another shot at a mission you fail. And 4 gives you a little bit of relief, but not as much. Like, it's, if the mission involves a big long drive at the beginning of a mission before the failable part happens, you still do that. You know, I'm kind of, it's a quality of life I'm looking forward to it. It looks like if we're not expected to go all, because my big concern was it's a cover-based shooting mission. That's fine. Those are never too bad. Although I guess if Packy's in trouble, we need to hurry up. Okay. But that was not, see, I was trying to aim at the car in front. But I think I just found the one way to fail that mission, which was to kill him. So, no, I panicked there is what happened, because I was just starting to say, oh, cover-based shooting missions, these are almost always easy in GTA 4, no problem at all. But then when Packy started talking like he was going to get killed. And that caused me to panic a bit. Want to go bowling, Packy?
Here my brother Derek is asking you to ice his old drink.
But they gave us our armor, that's nice.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, because I didn't lose it.
Deal?
O'Malley is in government custody. He's got more police protection than the mayor. I left a truck with a rocket launcher in it for you in an alley off of Applewhite in Alderney City.
A truck with a rocket launcher in it. What am I meant to do with him?
Who knows? Anyway, the convoy with O'Malley in it has to go through the Booth Tunnel. You're gonna get there first and block the road with your truck. I'm gonna come in from the rear and block them that way. Pick up the truck and give me a call.
Damn it, Packy, you made me miss the cab, and it didn't even have a passenger in it. Okay. I wonder if this also means that we, because I think you have to have a certain gap between calling, what's her name, for healing. You have to use a shell house in order to reset her healing powers. Carmen. I was going to say Carmen. Anyway.
Ping pong.
This game's Yeah, the timing of the voice telling you to turn is a little odd, but... Alright. So next time I'm going to assume that Packy... like, it might be one of those deals where Packy starts talking like he's going to die immediately, like, you know... He thinks the Packy doth protest too much. It might be that he's fine. It might be that he's fine. Or as my nephew would say, he's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's been a long time since I did that routine with my nephew, actually. But, I don't need to specify which nephew. At time of recording, if the other nephew started saying he's fine, we would all be like, whoa! BB, your talking skills have advanced promptly. You were working on Dada last time I talked to you, and now you're saying he's fine. It's gonna be fine. Anyway. Alright. Skip the cinematic if I'm allowed, please. Come on. Trying to make up for my own lost time here for the benefit of the viewers at home. Alright, so... They gave us a rocket launcher. Now the question is it safe to use, or do we just need to stick with the machine gun? Like, you can't just shoot the personnel carrier, but are there other cars we could shoot? And I really don't know that there would be. Because if you know, what you can do in this game fairly easily, even without meaning to sometimes, is set off like a chain reaction. Exploding cars will damage other cars to the point where they explode. So rocket launcher is probably just... They gave us one? I guess that's nice. It's probably not a great idea for this mission. But I have to assume now that we have a rocket launcher for missions and they didn't take it away from us after the mission was over, that should mean we can buy ammo for it going forward, right? I would think. Anyway, we got the carbine machine gun, we got full armor, we've got the game showing its age just a tiny bit with needing to load those textures and not being quite ready. Let's just do this smarter. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is ignore this rocket launcher and just treat it like a terrible idea Packy had that we should ignore.
Packy.
Packy. Packy. Packy, it's your little boy. After all, we don't default to it. Okay, I can't use this sniper rifle in that way. I'm trying to get closer and get behind different cover because I can't get a good shot on anybody. Thought he was dead. Ah, it's getting a little frustrating because I can't quite tell where people are. Okay.
You drive while I watch our cargo, Nico.
I'm gonna be okay.
You are gonna be okay. Everything's fine.
Fuck, man, fuck.
Packy?
Here come the police. We gotta lose this heat before we can send this fucker where he's going.
All right. Well, our wanted level's 3 stars, which means I'll try it for fun, but
All right.
Kiki can't help us, I don't think.
Kiki, I'm being harassed by some cops.
Those cops do not deserve their badges. Let me talk to this kid. Listen, Nico.
And that's the message for when you actually do
Okay,
it.
man. First thing
Oh,
we gotta
wow.
do is dump this
I did
prison
not
van.
think that was going to work.
Cops will be looking.
Okay, all right. Well, now I feel a little guilty. Let me know in the comments. Do you want to go on a date with Kiki on screen? Because I feel like we owe her one. I did not think it would clear a 3-star one level. I thought it was 2. And I did not think it would do it in the middle of a mission. So that power is much more powerful than I thought it actually was. Now, there's another person besides Kiki who can give you police wanted level clearing powers. But, as you'll see when we get more into who that is, we can't have that power just yet. So, we'll see.
In 200 yards, turn left.
But we'll be coming into that storyline fairly soon, I believe.
Ping pong.
Ping pong.
You haven't seen.
I feel like that's the Playboy X ringtone. Just glad that wasn't a cop car. I'm pretty sure we can't clear our wanted level like every 30 seconds. I think there's going to be some limit. Now I'm curious if the girl just doesn't answer the phone if you do it too often, or if they create dialogue where it's like, Nico, I just cleared your wanted level. Like, I don't know what the canon reason would be that they couldn't, but the in-game universe reason. Oh. A car crusher, eh? Is that what we're seeing here?
Great, we've got some transport.
Oh no, we're loading him up into a car.
Get in that vehicle, prisoner.
You got anything to say? No? Good.
We've got rid of the unwanted attention. Now it's time for business. Get us to the cliffs and left rear.
By the way, I'm glad you didn't,
Calculating route.
glad you're not dating my sister Kate. There's no way she could have removed our wanted level. I was about to,
98.8.
I don't know why I felt like I needed to go to maps, but
Is there a boat coming or something? Where am I going?
You're going to a faraway place, my friend.
Damn right. Somewhere the cops will never find me.
Nobody's gonna find you where you're going, friend.
Shit, I don't even know who sent you guys.
it doesn't even occur to me you might be not after me best
Doing
interest.
this on behalf of an old acquaintance of yours.
I knew.
Oh, I knew I wasn't forgotten about. It must be Callahan. Look, there's this girl that owes Callahan some caps. Go find her and maybe he'll let you know more information about Three Dog. Or not Three Dog. He'll tell you about your father. He came out of the vault. I remember it like it was yesterday. A crying baby he had. Anyway, it's Callahan from Fallout 3. I'm sorry.
Forgotten about. I knew that no matter how long I rotted in there, people on the outside world still
Yeah, you're a
remember
regular
me.
fucking Bobby
Remember you, all
Sands.
right. You're at the front of certain people's minds.
Well, who is it? Not Julia. She stopped writing and coming on visiting days, but I could tell she was still thinking of me. I knew it.
You'll find out who it was when we get there. In the meantime, shut the hell up, buddy.
All right, friend. Thank you.
Again, it doesn't even occur to me that you might not be after having me best interests at heart. There's no way at all that I, an IRA terrorist, might think that I had an enemy. You know, in fairness, like, I would be pretty happy if I were this guy in this situation. I think it's a prison transfer. I think I'm being busted. I guess that's where your mind would go. But, no, the way that, like us saying, get in the car, prisoner, that didn't give him anything to worry about. And maybe other than Derek, he gets on well with everybody. And really, why would he think of Derek? Derek has already screwed him enough, because I'm starting to get pretty serious about thinking that Derek really did rat on these guys. So I don't want to crash out and fail the mission at this point. Oh no, we drowned him in the wrong way. We didn't set up the cinematic.
You have arrived.
Tunnel of death.
Out you come, old boy.
The cliffs, the sea air. I really am free. I could cry.
There's
You
rabbits
made me
out
a
there
happy
too.
man,
You want us to
but
tell you
now
about
it's
them?
time to tell me who asked you to do this.
Derek McCreary. He's my brother.
He's got a
Derek,
giant
but
comedy
he
nose.
ratted me out. He's the reason I ended up in that place to start with. The spineless.
So you thought you'd talk about him?
Uh-huh.
He's my brother, and guys like you are killing him. Nico, get rid of dear old Aiden.
I'm going to just, like, leave.
Fucking Derek McFucking-reary.
Why would he leave? Well, we're not getting an execution shot, so... I guess I could have just shoved him. Yeah, that's an odd one to me.
Aiden is dead.
That's the end
Long
of the
live
chapter.
Aiden.
I can close the book on a whole lot of my past now, Nico. Thanks. Maybe a clean
Thanks.
break is in order. A fresh beginning.
Good luck to you.
And that's the conclusion, sort of, kind of, to Derek's storyline. But not quite. To me, that's a weird one, though. It's like, Derek... So the guy doesn't think to himself, I'm overthinking it. And I annoy some people when we just sit here on the pause screen, but it's the only way to not get interrupted by a phone call in this game. All right, so we bust this guy out, right? He believes Derek McCreary sold him out to the cops, and I've told you my personal theory is that that's actually true, that he's right about that, and that Derek is lying when he says that it's not. But maybe Derek is correct. Maybe this guy got the wrong idea, and it really wasn't Derek who sold him out. Well, obviously Derek is not his friend now because he's trying, and succeeding, getting killed. My thought here is like he really does believe right up until that point that these guys are here to get him free. He's going to get sent back to Ireland or something. The IRA busted him out. And he says, so we say Derek McCreary, and rather than saying Derek, but I thought that, he says Derek, but he ratted me out. Not like Derek, I misjudged him, or Derek, maybe he's a good fella after all. Like, no, he's just like immediately, but he ratted me out. And then Packy's like, and you talk crap about him, I'm out of here, finish this, Nico, which is in and of itself seems strange. But that whole, I guess I didn't have as good a point as I thought, because I was going to, I guess it kind of makes sense that he would say, but I thought he ratted me out. It's pretty much what he said. But it doesn't seem like Packy doesn't give him time to act like I misjudged him. Maybe he's a good guy after all. Packy makes it clear like immediately that this guy's got to get murdered. So I guess it played out more logically than I gave it credit for. Other than the fact that it seemed comical how convinced that guy was that we were here to help him. When we didn't give off, and Nico doesn't give off that vibe at any point during that sequence. Anyways. Oh my god. It's the Liberty City Mobile for its, yeah. Alright, I don't know if it's worth getting, let's just hit the safe house and save. We can continue with the Italian storyline. There is another mission that involves the McCrearys, and not specifically Jerry. And I was just wondering, I think we need to... Well, it'll make... So I'll try to avoid spoiling it, but I was like, let me do this early, because I'm curious to see how it affects our interactions with Jerry. This thing that's going to happen in this later mission. And I'm in Francis. It's not Patrick. It's Francis. There's a Francis mission that involves Francis and Derek, and I was like, if we do that now, it would be interesting to see if it affects anything with Jerry. And now I'm realizing, oh wait, it probably doesn't unlock because they probably
Please make a U-turn.
wanted all the cinematics with Jerry to make sense, and your interactions with Jerry would be changed by this plot event I'm thinking about with Francis and Derek. So right now, our canon is we helped Derek with all of his stuff that he needed help with. Patrick specifically, it was implied, or Patrick basically told us Jerry wanted us to do this too, but it's Patrick who's been communicating to us that, hey, Derek is kind of in some trouble. Like, if you can help him, we would appreciate it. And I might be reading too much into it. I think it would be embarrassing for him to know that we've been involved or that we know his troubles. Like, but we know he's like strung out. He's hanging out in the park on this island. If you can help him, we trust you to help him. Please help him. I looked upon that as being kind of a sweet moment in the narrative, actually. But now we have, like, the idea is once these... Yeah, no, I didn't mean to knock her over quite as roughly as I did there. But, yeah, my canon right now is that Nico and the entire McCreary family are hoping that this Derek being freed from these worries about his IRA past for the moment will help him get off the drugs. But I don't know that we are really going to hear about that one way or another anytime real soon. So the most logical thing to do is to pick up the Jerry missions, because we did some Jerry missions. Jerry, baby. Jerry. Oh, Dean. Jerry, I need you to help me blow up some cars now with some bombs. We're gonna start a war between the Albanians and the Italians, Jerry boy. Oh, Dean, I'm worried about starting a mafia war, Dean. Why am I talking like Edith Bunker instead of like Jerry Lewis? Archie. Sorry. But yeah, I think we finished the Jerry missions. I don't think anything that we do with Ray Buccino. I'm glad I looked at that fact, because I would have been ignoring Ray Buccino to try to do the Italian stuff later and not realizing, hey, that's what gives me the freaking safe house over here. But in fact, at this point, we really want to get going on the Jerry storyline. Because if we wrap that up, I think there's like sort of a finale for the McCrearys, which is this Francis and Derek combo. And then from that point... we really won't interact with any other McCrearys anymore except Packy, because he'll continue to be our in-game friend. And Kate, because you can date her if you so choose.
Hey, bro, either I get the first shot or someone is getting shot.
Turn any party into a wild affair.
I want to go to Jerry McCreary's. I want to go start a war between the Albanians and the Italians. I think that's who he's starting a war between, isn't he? Because the McCrearys are kind of a subsidiary to the Italians, but Jerry's trying to undermine his bosses to establish his own power. I think that's the storyline. But we'll see. But there's more than one Italian family. You need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. It'll be a Terminator reference. Hey, see?
Sophisticated European.
I don't know about that.
You're mocking me, and
How
he
are
slaps
you?
her.
All right, yeah.
Kate, don't stand there talking to him on the doorstep. Ask him in.
Oh, come in. Ma, you remember the boy's friend Nico?
How are you?
Good, and you?
Put it like
How are you, Ma?
My boys are out of control. My daughter can't find a man, and my husband is in hell. I'm thinking God moves in mysterious ways.
Whoa. That's Mother for you. Always a joy.
Nico!
Get the fuck away from my sister.
Well, I'll leave you to your men's talk. I hope you impress each other.
Hey, look at me.
It's time to whip them out and measure them, like she implied.
Yeah, I thought so. You'll do fine.
Fine at what?
Some gimp work for the Pegorinos. I owed them. Oh, please. I do it myself, but I think I'm being watched by the cops. Someone. I think I'm about to get pinched again.
Shit, really?
Yeah, it's happened before. Keep seeing the same
So I'd sometimes pinch myself to wake up from dreams.
Speaking, we just have to find out who and make them stop. In the meantime, chill things out for a bit. So, I need your help.
Okay.
Attaboy. Come on. Got something to show you.
It's always implied Jerry can take care of himself, but we never get to see it.
Seems like his main motivation is putting his Guernsey crew on par with the 5 old families. Ancelotti's being the weakest. He's decided to stir shit up for him. Now the Ancelottis have an uneasy alliance with some Albanians. They use them as hitmen, thugs, bullies.
I know the type.
Much like Jimmy Guido uses us. So, what you're gonna do is disguise yourself as an Albanian and then go
By
back
wearing an Albanian flag shirt.
Ancelotti longtime cop.
That will make the Albanians reluctant to shoot you.
Albanian?
It's Metal Gear Solid 3 camo.
This one.
Okay, I probably shouldn't have chosen that moment to start joking because I completely missed what that was about. Which Albanian? Yes, like which? So he killed some Albanian and we're replacing him. But no, we don't get to see the damn it. So I'm sorry, I spoke over that. I got subtitles on. You guys can see it. You'll know better than I do what the joke was there. All right, so yeah, we have to go do something, and I paused before the game could really tell us probably. Well, no, let's go get a motorcycle. So we're dressed as an Albanian, and we're gonna. This is the same thing we did from last time, really. Last time we trailed some guys to a meeting and blew it up, and now we're going to continue building the seeds of distrust between the Ancelottis, I suppose, and the. So Jimmy Perugino. Okay, so here's what's happening, right? Jimmy Perugino, probably pronouncing it wrong because I probably heard it wrong. I guess we're working indirectly for him through Jerry. What I was saying about Jerry was, yeah, they imply really heavily that he knows what the fuck he's doing, and he's like a dangerous individual, and like some of these things we're doing, he could take care of. First time around, he couldn't do it because he was hungover, and now this time he says he's being watched. So they're giving us plausible in-game canon reason that this guy can't do the work, which is probably necessary because Brucey is already the character where they did like comic levels of him like not taking care of his own business and it being amusing that he's so useless and is making Nico do it, but talks about what an alpha male he is. I think the character of Jerry we're meant to take seriously as being a dangerous individual, but still the game is going to make us do the work because otherwise it's not much of a game if we're just like learning about shit that's going on and not actually doing it ourselves. I guess I can recognize that. Not sure why I bothered to manually set a way marker. I guess if I'd waited another like quarter of a second, the yellow path would have appeared and I would have known I didn't need to do a green path. Matter of fact, let's get rid of this way marker before I can forget. And have it confusing me later if the yellow objective changes. I'm sure the game will give us specific directions when we get there. I'm not 100% clear on what we're doing. Obviously, Jerry killed an Albanian so that we could dress as them and try to fool people into thinking we're them long enough to do something. But I'm not sure exactly what it is that we're going to go do. Or why it has to be on a motorbike, if indeed it has to be on a motorbike. I mean, I suppose I could get off the motorbike and see if I get a message saying get back on the bike, because if it's critical for the mission, they will do that. If it's not, they won't. Logic, you see. Alright. But I think timing-wise, it's going to be another one of those videos where we pull up to the next big stage of a mission and then we pick it up from there. But yeah, we got some stuff done here. I still feel very silly about that whole video of getting in a garbage truck and taking Carmen to Burger Shot. But we've managed to get some work done for our new friends, the McCrearys. And we'll see where that takes us next time as we continue. It seems like it's really Jerry and Packy who are kind of working for the family, even if it's obviously in a terribly nefarious way. Derek seems to be off in his own world, and Francis? I mean, still a bit of a mystery to me just how involved he is. He's a cop. It doesn't really seem like it does seem like he's not involved in their criminal enterprise. Like, his missions have you either taking care of people who know about his dirty laundry or taking care of drug dealers. They never imply that he's actually actively supporting Packy and Jerry, but it does seem at least like Packy and Jerry are on the same page. So we'll see where this takes us next time. Bye for now.